Welcome to our next screencast on how to use Google Applications in the classroom. This screencast will predominantly feature how to use calendars. So the first thing you should of course do, you should be logged in to google.com. Here I am logged in underneath a different email than our previous videos. And the other thing to notice is the toolbar on the top. This is a little different than the previous videos as well. So remember in the last video when I mentioned that the toolbar might be different on yours. So I'm just going to click on More, and my documents and my calendar and YouTube are all on underneath the More feature. So I'm just going to click on Calendars, and it's going to bring us to all the calendars that we have currently made within our Google account. I have a lot of calendars. I use calendars for every one of my classes, every one of my school events, anything that I need to personalize, I've created a calendar for. Some of the calendars are public, some of them are private just for my own use, some of them I have shared with just specific individuals. So to get started to create a new calendar, we're just going to click over here where this little arrow is next to where it says My Calendars. And at this point, two options pop up. So we're going to go to Create New Calendar. So I would call it whatever calendar you want, either it being one of your classes or it's a department or just a sports team that you coach or something like that. So I'm going to call this Sample Class. Okay, and then right below you could put a description of the calendar. This is for my Global 10 class, this is for my 9th grade music class, or whatever. It doesn't make a difference, so just put the description in there. Make sure that the time zone that you're currently in is listed properly. Most likely it is if you're underneath your Google account. Depending on if you want to make this calendar shared with others, if this is for a class and you want to put it on a blog or a website, you would indeed have to click this share with others, and then it's going to say that share this calendar with everyone in my organization. If you're using a domain Google account, it will say the organizational name. If you want to make it public to everybody, click make public. So then both of them are right there. If you wanted to share this calendar specifically with one other person or multiple people, you could easily put their email address right there individually, one by one. So if it was your building principal, or if it was a supervisor, or the member of the players on your team, you could put their name directly right in there. So I'm going to click on Create. Okay, and then it does give me a warning. Okay, making this public will make it viewable to the whole world. If you're using this for a class and you want the kids to see your assignments, you of course want this to be public. So I'm going to click on Yes. So now at this point there's nothing on my calendar. All right, all these calendars are made for my in Google. However, none of them are clicked on. So I'm just going to click on this particular one, my AP Government calendar. So when I click on that one, in green you will notice that they are all popping up. So I'm just going to unclick that one more time. So let me go down to the sample class. That's what I made. So today's date is June 4th, so I want to create an assignment that's due this Friday. So I'm going to highlight the date, and immediately when I clicked on June 8th, this box popped up. So I'm just going to put Chapter 5 due. Okay, and once you have multiple calendars made, make sure that you select the actual calendar you want. So I want to use this under sample class, and I'm going to click Create. So now on Friday we do have an assignment due. The one thing I do want you to notice is that it's boxed out in the purple. I'm going to do that one more time, and I want you to see a difference. So I'm going to create another one, Chapter 5 due, and I'm going to leave it under sample class still, but I'm just going to go in and edit the event. When I edit the event, I could change a whole bunch of options, which is great. I could say where the event is due. Okay, so it could be in class, and one thing that's important is this all day feature. If I want to set this for a specific time, so it's due at 11 o'clock on Friday morning, I'm sorry, 10 o'clock on Friday morning, I'm going to actually leave that, okay, just as an example, and I'm going to click on Save. You notice the difference between the two events? Okay, this first one that's boxed out, that is an all-day event. That just means that it's an all-day on Friday. The second one has got an actual time difference. Okay, so that is pretty much how you create an event on your calendar.